And good evening. Welcome out to Rosendale for this Grand River Conference West matchup tonight here on the Gridiron. It's a matchup between the host North Andrew Cardinals and the visiting Albany Warriors. Again, like to remind you, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. Like to thank all of our sponsors. Help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV, including BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany. United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop, Sublime Formal Wear on the west side of the square in Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope, LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany. Shadowfax on 136 in Albany. Brown Plumbing in Albany. Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. The City of Albany. Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and North Andrew School Districts, and the Printery and New Shopper located in Albany. Again, I'm Jared Rolvis, joined along with color analyst and cameraman for the evening in Brett Williams. And Brett, it's a matchup tonight in the Grand River Conference West, and it's two teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack here in the GRC West. North Andrew comes in with a record of 2-3, 1-2 in conference play as they come off a win last week over St. Joseph Christian. Albany comes in with a record of 1-4, 0-3 in conference play, and they come in on a 4-game losing streak. Their lone win came back in week number 1 over DeKalb.
Yeah, Albany, they're getting pretty desperate for a win here. Like you said, they've lost 4 games in a row. They came really close a couple of weeks ago at home against St. Joe Christian, lost that one in overtime, a team that North Andrew was able to beat in a close game. So you figure just based off that both teams in this one are pretty evenly matched. We know that the Warriors, they're going to rely heavily on Elliot Mercer. He's going to get the bulk of the carries in the backfield. They're going to mix Carter Danner in there a little bit as well. Of course, the big question is how effectively can they run the ball. Worth County last week did a great job of really shutting Elliott down. Of course, Carter Danner had a pretty good game yardage-wise, but if you can keep Elliott to below 4 yards a carry, which they were able to do, you're probably going to have success. And then for North Andrew, it's going to be a lot of Levi McAfee in this one. He just plays on offense, or he just starts on offense, and he's getting a ton of carries a game. We did the math. It's almost 30 carries or 30 touches a game that he's getting. So it seems like we've got two offenses that rely heavily on one person. We'll see who's able to execute better in this one.
Yeah, and you talk about North Andrew here. I mean, they came into the season with Owen Goff as their starting quarterback. He has been since injured. He's out for the season. So Levi McAfee comes in. He takes over at the quarterback position, and he's really been the key man. I believe it's about 138 touches so far in the season, about 840 yards for him as well. So, I mean, he's going to have a bulk of the load here for North Andrew. No surprise to North Andrew fans. They've done that quite a bit. In the past was Braxton Linville. Only difference is Levi McAfee not quite as big as Linville was. We'll see how well he can hold up throughout the season here for North Andrew here tonight.
Yeah, it's Levi's an impressive guy. They rely heavily on him, and he's just a sophomore. So to be that young and be kind of the focal point of a team's offense is pretty impressive. A lot has been said about the Warrior defense. I think tonight they probably have a favorable matchup. They're pretty good up the middle. Of course, St. Joe Christian kind of got them on some runs up the middle, but they were able to kind of take that away as the game went along. But they definitely have a game plan tonight for Levi McAfee to try and slow him down. North Andrew, we don't know of a ton of threats they have on the outside, and that's really where Albany struggled this year on defense. So this may be a favorable matchup for the Albany defense.
And the other thing to watch out for, I mean, you're sitting now getting into the second part of the season. You're starting week number 6 here this week. The big thing is how healthy are teams coming in. I mean, everybody's going to have some bumps and bruises. Everybody's dealing with some injuries. It's just a matter of how can you manage those injuries and Warriors have a couple of players that they're going to be playing one way tonight, or will look to try and get them some extra rest and give some of those young guys some reps. But North Andrew has that same thing. We talked about it from the start. Goff already out for the season. They're a team that, Levi McAfee, you talked about it, 30 touches a game, only starting on offense tonight. And their leading tackler so far in the season is Adler Miller. He's only starting on defense tonight as well. So, again, trying to get some of those guys some extra rest here as the season comes to about the midway point of the season. This is kind of the time where you're really going to, especially in the middle of the GRC, the Princetons, the Stanberries that are playing, those two teams play tonight, both looking for their first wins of the season. Albany and North Andrew, St. Joe Christian, who's already played both teams. This is where you kind of figure out who comes out of that little mesh area, who's kind of the top in that middle of the pack.
Yeah, of course. We talked about week 2 at Nottoway Valley. We were going to figure out kind of a little bit more the pecking order. It was still early in the season, and in that game it was Nottoway Valley who really established themselves. They were one of the top teams. Albany's been kind of on a downhill slope since then, but they have a good chance tonight to get back in the win column. Of course, they're going to have to go out and execute. North Andrew is no pushover. They never are. You talk about the injuries. At this point in the season, nobody's 100%. You have, of course, some teams that are hurting a little bit more than others, and the Warriors are certainly experiencing that tonight. But I think just about any coach would tell you got to have a next man up mentality. Injuries are no excuse. Of course, if injuries can hurt you, but, you still got to go out and play the game. So we'll see what happens here on the field tonight.
And the other big component that both teams need to watch out for is Warriors have really been hit by it hard so far this season. That's a turnover bug. Whoever can maintain possession and continue to hold on to the football, that is going to be the team that comes out ahead tonight, is going to be the team that wins the turnover battle.
Yeah, I think certainly over half of the games, the team that wins the turnover battle probably wins the game. It's just you cannot give your opponent extra possessions, extra plays to run. The Warriors have really had a hard time doing that this year, holding on to the football. They had the game against St. Joe Christian where I believe they didn't turn the ball over once. And
they did have 2 interceptions, but they were late in the game and end of the regulation and in overtime. But those are kind of throwaway ones there. Yeah,
turnovers that really didn't amount to anything. Yes. But in that game, they still had the couple of penalties. So even if you don't turn the ball over, this Warrior team, they really have to play all 3 facets: special teams, offense, defense. They have to execute. Not quite perfect, but they have to play almost perfect, it seems, if they want to be able to come out with a win. Because I thought that game against Christian, they did a good job, and they just came up short due to some penalties or, whatever it was. Of course, there's other factors at play always, but we'll see what happens tonight. Again, turnovers, got to cut down on those. Penalty yards, got to cut down on those as well. We'll see if the Warriors and the Cardinals tonight are both able to do that.
We'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame as we get set to have a chat with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain. All a part of your pregame tonight here on Albany TV, brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC. BTC Bank. Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee. Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits, medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent St. Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
And welcome back into the BTC Bank pregame. We're here with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain. And coach, you're coming off a loss to Worth County last week, 54-7. Worth County was able to get out to that big lead after a couple of big plays. Kind of talk about what you saw from your team last week.
It was a situation where we put ourselves, a good team, in a good position and put ourselves in a bad position. We'd like to know how our best stacks up, with some of the top teams, and we just haven't been there yet. I think the thing that's going to help us most as we continue to go forward is to bring the floor up for us, because when we haven't played our best, it's not just been a standard deviation from it, it's been significantly lower. And so that puts us in tough spots versus good teams. And that's what happened Friday night. Just a situation where the ball ended up on the ground and something that we forced, and we weren't opportunistic enough to capitalize on that. And not only did we not capitalize, it turned into a score for the other team. Two plays later, we put the ball on the ground again and give them a short field, miss a tackle, an open tackle in the hole, and they score. And just things stack up like that, and it gets out of hand in a hurry. And so we got to do a better job. And so that'll be our task going forward, to bring the floor up so that if we're not at our best, we still have an opportunity to compete in games.
And you kind of talked about a little bit, fumbles again were a problem last week, kind of stalled the offense. The offense really just was never able to get too much going, minus one or two drives against Worth County last week. Talk about how you're trying to get the offense going in the direction that they should be going.
Yeah, we had opportunities, within the scheme to capitalize on some things, and we simply didn't capitalize. And so, they're going to overpopulate the point of attack where they think the point of attack is going to be, and take away what it is we do best. And so we got to be able to counterpunch. And by the time we were able to do that, the score was out of hand. And so we just continue to mature and grow and understand what it is we're doing. And execution's a big thing. And you mentioned turnovers. From week 2 on, it's been something that we've not been able to overcome. And so, we've got to do a better job in that area as well.
And then this week tonight you travel to North Andrew, take on a team that historically likes to play smash mouth, run it at you football. Talk about how that might, hurt or help your team in this game tonight.
Whoever we play, we've got to take care of us. We're going to play a team that certainly has an identity. They're going to be big, and they like to play physical football, as you mentioned. They understand very clearly what it is they want to accomplish. And can do it they don't have to do it from multiple looks, but they can do it from multiple looks. Defensively, they're going to be extremely aggressive up the field. It's a game that we should enjoy playing in, because that's the kind of style that we enjoy as well. And then, it come down to who executes and can do the little things well.
And then I know usually in the GRC there's no shortage of really great athletes on every team. This week you've got Levi McAfee for North Andrew. You have to try and stop. He's been the workhorse for the Cardinals. 835 yards, 157 touches, 15 touchdowns so far in the season. How are you trying to try and slow down McAfee tonight?
We got to be disciplined. We got to be physical. We got to, can't get stuck on blocks. We got to get off of it, get pads on him, and get hats to the ball.
And then what are your keys to victory tonight?
Take care of the football. We got to win the turnover battle. On nights when you don't play your best, you can win the turnover battle and you win special teams. And those are two areas we come up short, so we got to do a better job in those two areas tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck tonight, and we'll be back with the Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups in just a moment here on Albany TV. If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope.
As we honor flag, country, and freedom, the playing of the national anthem by the North Andrew Band.
Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany.
For the Warriors, a junior, number 2, Jared Owens. Senior, number 7, Jace Palmer. Junior, number 10, Elliot Mercer. Sophomore, number 18, Carter Danner. Junior, number 22, Will Fish. Junior, number 44, Jay Anthony. Junior, number 52, Cutter Peterson. And senior, number 56, Shay Miller. The Warriors are coached by Doug Fountain, assisted by Glenn Hamilton, Jake Nichols, and Sam Klein. The defensive starters for the Cardinals. A freshman, number 11, Jacob Hill. Senior, number 17, Cooper Grisho. Junior, number 20, Isaac Coates. Sophomore, number 21, Adler Miller. Senior, number 28, Jackson Ritchie. Junior, number 50, Kellen Wilkie. Sophomore, number 51, Jax Ozenberger. And senior, number 54, Carson Wilmus. Cardinals are coached by Destin Williams, assisted by Dwayne Williams, Dylan Williams, Nick Morgan, and Carson Thomas. Good luck, gentlemen.
Now let's go ahead and take a look at the offensive starters tonight for the Cardinals. It'll be Jacob Hill, Cooper Grisho, Levi McAfee, Isaac Coates, Jackson Ritchie, Tyson Wilmus, Kellen Wilkie, and Carson Wilmus. The starting defense tonight for the Warriors will see Jared Owens, Clayton Griffin, Jace Palmer, Elliott Mercer, Carter Danner, Jay Anthony, Cutter Peterson, and Porter Runnels. Again, tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. We're still about 7 minutes away from kickoff tonight here in this Grand River Conference West matchup between the Cardinals of North Andrew and the Warriors of Albany. We'll be back with more in just a moment here on Albany TV. Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Hogue Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today. Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress.
And welcome back out again here to Rosendale as we get set here tonight for this Grand River Conference West matchup. Again, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. The Hogue Lumber Company in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, along with United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Simmons in Albany. Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop, Sublime Formal Wear on the west side of the square in Albany. East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany. Shadowfax on 136 in Albany. Brown Plumbing in Albany. Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. The City of Albany. Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. Williams Construction. The Albany Booster Club. The Albany and North Andrew School Districts. And the Printery and New Shop are located in Albany. Tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank here for good. As the teams do the coin toss out at midfield here. We're still about a minute and a half away from your Smith Prudential Financial kickoff. Warriors, when they have won the toss so far this season, have elected to receive and try and get on the board early and try and take care of the tempo of the ball game. Brett, I don't know tonight whether that will make a difference as both teams kind of want to try and run some clock here in this ball game.
Yeah, both teams, like we talked about, play very similar styles. We talked about that. Maybe favors Albany in this one. We'll have to see. It looks like they're going to receive once again.
So again, Albany wins. They will elect to receive. North Andrew will kick off from left to right here to start out the game. And we will get set for your Smith Prudential Financial kickoff here when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
And welcome back out again here to Rosendale as we get set for your Smith Prudential Financial kickoff. We will warn you tonight, being up in the bleachers tonight, it is going to be hard to see over the bench at times, especially on the near sideline. We will do our best. It's just kind of what we have to work with here tonight. Kicking off here for North Andrew is going to be Tyson Wilmus as he'll kick off from his own 30-yard line. Back to receive the kick inside his own 5-yard line is going to be Clayton Griffin. And remember, kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Here as we get to kick off the game here in Rosendale at 7 o'clock, 81 degrees and clear skies, an 8-mile-an-hour wind coming out of the south as we kick things off tonight here in this Grand River Conference West matchup. Kick by Wilmus is going to be angled out of bounds and is going to go out of bounds around the 25-yard line, and Albany
is going to get some good field position here to start. Remember, this penalty flag is brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
Yeah, Warriors going to get some good field position to start the game here with that kick going out of bounds. And we talk about the Warriors. They got to stay ahead of the 8 ball, stay ahead of the chains. We'll see how they do on the first down. Of course, like we always say, Elliott Mercer is going to be a big part of the offense.
1st and 10 here for the Warriors to start out at their own 30-yard line. And Warriors are going to come out with a little bit of trickery here tonight. 2 receivers to the right to start, 1 receiver to the left. Alone in the backfield is going to be Jace Palmer in the shotgun. Snapping the football is going to be Jay Anthony, and a quick little curl pattern to Mercer is going to be called as a pre-snap penalty is going to be called. And I believe this one's going to come back 5 yards. It's going to be a false start or legal motion called here against the Warriors.
And I think it was probably a false start there that they got Albany for, and that is kind of a shame because the first time the Warriors come out in this kind of a new look formation here, and you expect to maybe catch North Andrew off guard, and now they've kind of seen what you're trying to do. We'll see what they do here on 1st and 15.
That penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance. Looking deep here for Mercer down the far sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. Overthrown by just a couple of yards there on the coverage that time was Isaac Coates.
Well, they go with the fake curl. Elliott acts like he's going to go on the curl and then just go straight down the field. A little bit of an overthrow there by Palmer.
And I really think that penalty flag with Palmer, if he would have held that ball and didn't throw the curl there to Mercer, I think that might have been what the Warriors wanted to do on play number 1 and ended up having to go to something different here after that penalty. And this time, taking off with it is Palmer, and he's going to be right near that first down yard marker at midfield. And they're going to go and give him the first down. It'll be a 15-yard carry there by Jace Palmer for a first down. And that first down is brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Nice run there by Palmer on 2nd down. We talk about when the Warriors get behind the chains, that really doesn't bode well for them, but they're going with the more kind of spread look here, spreading out the North Andrew defense.
2 receivers to the left. Again, Mercer now alone over on the right side here. As Palmer looking for Jared Owens, and the pass is going to go through his hands, incomplete.
So far in the game here, Warriors have not come out in their traditional look with Mercer in the backfield. It's been empty with Jace Palmer in the backfield right now, and so far really haven't been able to get a whole lot going. Of course, they had the nice run from Palmer here, but they're looking to be a little bit more successful throwing the ball if they're going to go with an empty backfield.
And it looks like Isaac Coates is going to be the one that is going to be shadowing Elliott Mercer, as again, Palmer going to keep this one himself, runs up the middle, now cuts it to the outside, and he's going to trip down inside the North Andrew 25-yard line, down at the North Andrew 22.
A couple of nice runs there by Jace Palmer there. Looks like this spread offense is opening things up in the run game there, and we saw the Warriors go empty with Mercer in the backfield last week, so they have that in their back pocket if they want to go to that as well later on in the game.
That's another Smith Prudential Financial first down. 1st and 10 here for the Warriors, a minute into the ball game. 1st and 10 from the North Andrew 22. Palmer again will take the snap alone in the backfield. This time Mercer to his left. And this time Palmer going to keep it himself again inside the 10-yard line before he's taken down. A mixture that time of Jackson Ritchie and Isaac Coates. And another Smith Prudential Financial first down here for the Warriors down to the 8-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say. And Jace Palmer, that's 3 nice runs there with that same look. Right up the middle, and credit to the Warrior offensive line as well. He hasn't really been touched until he gets a couple yards past the line of scrimmage each time.
Yeah, he's not usually touched till at least the 2nd level, as Mercer again lines up alone on the left side. 2 receivers to the right. Again, Palmer going to keep this one himself, and he's going to reach out for the goal line. They're going to call him just short, down about the half-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little predictable here for the Warriors, but if the Cardinals can't stop it, of course, keep running it until they stop it. Now on the goal line here,
I would expect to see him go I formation or something like that here and give the ball to their big running back, Mercer, and let him take this one in from a yard out.
Yeah, here on the goal line for sure.
They're going to try and go with a little tush push. but a penalty flag going to be called for a false start.
Well, I have to do it, and if they can call that in high school, they got to call that in the NFL too. If the high school refs can see it.
Repeat second down.
So after the false start, that penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. It'll bring up a 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line here for the Warriors. And looks like they're going to go with their traditional set here with Carter Danner to the right of his quarterback, Palmer, and Mercer about 3 yards behind him. Handoff will go to Mercer, his first carry of the night. Carrying North Andrew defenders, and it takes the entire North Andrew defense to stop the motion there. Mercer, as he's down, back to that about half-yard line.
Well, they're right back where they were before the last play, and I'd be surprised if they didn't give it back to Mercer here again. You got to get about half a yard.
3rd and goal from about the half-yard line. 9:18 left to play here in the first quarter. Still scoreless. Warriors looking to punch it in here on their first possession of the night. Warriors will set up in that same formation. Hand off to Mercer. Takes it into the end zone. That's a Warrior touchdown. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons.
It's a nice first drive there by the Warriors. Drove right down the field and got in the end zone. And as we saw last week, out comes Ricardo for an extra point. Saw that for the first time last week, and it worked, so they're going to try it again.
So Warriors going to try and go up 7-0 here. Palmer will hold as Anthony will snap. Kopp to kick off and gets it in. Extra point is good, and it is a 7-0 lead here for the Warriors. 9:04 left to play here in the first. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Albany on the board with 7.
The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club, joining together for the better of the Albany students.
And welcome back out again here to Rosendale as the Warriors hold a 7-0 lead here. Not quite 3 minutes into the ball game. Ricardo Kopp will kick off, and both Hill and Miller back to receive for the Cardinals, back about their own 10-yard line. This one kicked deep and into the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Another nice kick there by Ricardo, and now North Andrew is going to get an opportunity here on offense. Shea Miller just playing one way. He's going to be on offense tonight, so that's a blow for the Warrior defense. And we saw in the St. Joe Christian game they did miss him there in the middle, so North Andrew is going to look to exploit that, the absence of Shea Miller here on offense.
And again, it'll be the Levi McAfee is the name to watch out for here on this Cardinal offense, as he will set up in the I formation underneath center. It looks like it's Cooper Grishow is the deep back, or sorry, it was Jacob Hill is the deep back. He's going to get the first carry, and he'll take it out across the 25 or 20-yard line down to the 21. There on the stop was Cutter Peterson.
Well, the Warriors, we expect a lot of handoffs to Mercer. They did something different, and we expect a lot of Levi McAfee, and they handed off to somebody else on the first drive. So, of course, or the first play. So both teams know what they're known for, and they're trying to kind of do something a little bit different here early in the game.
8:30 left to play here in the opening quarter. It's a 2nd and 4 here for the Cardinals, and keeping it is McAfee. Gets hit in the backfield, taken down. Jay Anthony wrapped him up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard back at about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that looked like a little bit of a broken play there on second down. McAfee, it looked like he was turning around for a handoff, but he just never did go anywhere with the ball, and the Warriors were there to wrap him up in the backfield and keep that play from going anywhere.
Actually put him back at the original line of scrimmage, so back to a 3rd and 4 here for the Cardinals from just past their own 20-yard line. And now this time McAfee will take in the shotgun. 3 receivers bunch to the right now, move over bunch to the right. McAfee going to follow those receivers on the outside. He's going to be taken down right around that first down yard marker, out of bounds. We're going to see where they're going to mark. It looks like they mark him down at the 25. There's going to be a first down here for the Cardinals as Jace Palmer is the one that pushes him out.
Yeah, a little bit of motion there by North Andrew. Started with the bunch formation on the right, then they go to the left, and McAfee follows those guys for just enough yards for the first down.
1st and 10 from the 25. Remember that first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. In motion goes Hill out to the right. McAfee hands this one off to Adler Miller. And he's going to be taken down short of the first down yard marker as he picks up 9 yards on first down.
Nice run there by Miller. Gets North Andrew in good position here, 2nd and 1. You will for sure take that, a run like that on first down.
So with 6:45 left, it's a 2nd and 1 from the North Andrew 34-yard line. I formation underneath center is McAfee. Trying to get the Warriors to jump, and they do. And this penalty brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. But this one is going to be a penalty against the defense on the offside, and it'll give North Andrew first down. And this first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. And a official timeout. We're going to take a timeout as well. This timeout brought to you by Petty John Auto Center. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Nothing hits the spot like fresh, delicious food from Big A Bistro in Albany. From juicy burgers and loaded sandwiches to daily specials and sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Wash it down with an alligator ice, a cold drink, or ice cream, and you got the perfect meal. Lunch, dinner, or dessert, make it Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. And guess what? They're open late tonight after the game. So sack your hunger tonight at Big A Bistro. Big taste, big smiles, Big A Bistro.
And welcome back out again here to Rosendale. 6:34 left to play here in this second quarter. In this first quarter, 7-0, Albany with the lead. Levi McAfee underneath center in the I formation here for the Cardinals. McAfee gets hit in the backfield, wrapped up there on the stop. Looked to be Clayton Griffin.
Again, I think it was another broken play there by North Andrew. McAfee turns around for a handoff, and he just keeps waiting and waiting and waiting, and no play, especially a run play, is ever going to have that much time, and North Andrew goes backwards on first down.
So it brings up now a 2nd and 12 here for North Andrew. As we're just at now halfway through the first quarter of play, 7-0, Albany has the lead, scoring on their first possession, North Andrew's first possession. They see a 2nd and 12. McAfee looking to pass wide open down the field is Isaac Coates. He'll take this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, it's a nice play there by North Andrew. They know what they're known for. Like I said, they like to run the ball. They go play action there, and Isaac Coates wide open. Doesn't get a whole lot easier than that.
You can score a touchdown, too, when you list your own United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn-Siddons. North Andrew looks to go for the lead here as they'll go for 2 here with 5:51 left here in the opening quarter. Empty backfield with Levi McAfee alone. Looking to pass to the outside, looking for Hill, goes off his hands, incomplete, 2-point conversion will fail. And Albany leads 7-6 with 5:51 left to play here in the first quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
7, North Andrew 6.
Drips, leak, or big plumbing problems? Don't stress. Call Albany's family-owned business, Brown Plumbing. From repairs to installs, they've got the experience you can trust. And when it comes to heating and cooling, Brown Plumbing keeps your home comfortable year-round. Remember the name and number. Brown Plumbing, 660-726-5716. That's 660-726-5716. Quality you can trust right here at home.
And welcome back out again here to Rosendale as Albany with a 1-point lead. North Andrews set to kick off yet again. This kickoff brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Contact Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396 to kick off your financial future. This one going to be kicked towards the left side. Goes to the hands of Zayden Palmer. He'll pick it up. He's running up the middle, and he's going to be wrapped up around the 25-yard line. Looks like they're going to put it out about the 26.
Well, here early in the first quarter, we're already seeing the benefit of having a guy like Ricardo who can kick extra points. The Warriors give up a touchdown, and they still have a 1-point lead because North Andrew didn't get the 2-point conversion. So it's kind of an understated benefit here that the Warriors have, and maybe they get stopped at the goal line on 4th down instead of having to go for it. They could kick a field goal and get 3 points for sure.
So a 1st and 10 here for the Warriors. They go to their usual offensive formation. They motion out Carter Danner, hand the ball off to Elliott Mercer, and he's hit immediately by a host of Cardinals. Gets back, though, to the line of scrimmage. There was Kellen Wilkie was the first man there.
Well, that's surprising. The Warrior offensive line did such a good job there on the first drive. Jace Palmer had all kinds of alleyways to run through, and they go back to their bread and butter, what they're used to doing. And the minute Mercer gets the ball, he's met by a couple of Cardinals.
Lined out wide to the right. The lone wideout is going to be Jared Owens. Carter Danner to the left of his quarterback, Jace Palmer. Palmer will take the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be taken down as he crosses the 30-yard line down to the 31, a gain of about 5 on 2nd down.
Nice run there by Danner, but that's the problem with not getting much on 1st down here. We've talked at length about how this Warrior offense, they can't get behind the chains. 3rd and 4 here, big 3rd down. Definitely punt territory here if they don't get this.
Carter Danner to the right of his quarterback. Elliott Mercer behind him. Trying to get the Cardinals to jump offside, and they get a flag. We'll see if it goes against the Cardinals. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. And this penalty does go against North Andrew, and it will give the Warriors a 1st down.
Yeah, that'll drive the coach mad. You gotta be disciplined, especially on 3rd down there. And if it's under 5 yards, you have to be aware that the team very well could try and draw you off sides, and both teams have been caught with it here in this one.
That 1st down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Hand off to Carter Danner up the middle. He's going to be hit immediately. There on the hit was Kellen Wilkie, the junior. He's made quite a few hits here early in the ball game, and they're going to give about a 1-yard gain here to Danner.
Yeah, Danner's a guy who's he's proven to be a solid number 2 running back here for the Warriors, but he's not a guy who's going to be able to meet somebody in the middle and shrug him off like that. So going to have to give him an alleyway to run through there.
Underneath 4 minutes left to play in the first. Albany leads 7-6. And it's a 2nd and 9 here for the Warriors. Palmer on the option, flips it out to Mercer on the right side, and he's going to be taken down. It was Adler Miller that tripped him up, but not before Mercer's able to pick up about 2 yards just shy of the midfield line.
And now it's a precarious position here for the Warriors. It's 3rd down and 7. Last time it was 3rd and 4, and they were able to draw North Andrew off sides. They could still try and do that and make it 3rd and 2, but a little bit longer of a 3rd down conversion here to make.
3:15 left to play here in the first. Just on the Warriors' side of midfield. Faking the handoff. Palmer looks, finds his tight end, Will Fish, and he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line as Jacob Hill comes away with the stop. And the Warriors on that play action find their favorite target, tight end, Will Fish, for a Smith Prudential Financial 1st down.
That was a great time to pull it out. 3rd and 7. You fake the run, and like he has all season, Will Fish just kind of roaming around out there in the middle of the field, and no one's really expecting it to come. He's wide open and converts, moves the chains.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the North Andrew 29-yard line. 2:45 left to play in the first. Hand off to Mercer. Breaks through a couple of tackles into the 2nd level, and he's going to get across the 20-yard line. And they're going to mark him down at the 20, a yard shy of the 1st down.
Nice run there by Mercer on 1st down. Nice alleyway opened up there by the offensive line. And if the Warriors are able to do that, Elliott Mercer's going to be feasting all night tonight if he's getting runs like that.
A 2nd and 1 upcoming for the Warriors from the North Andrew 20-yard line. They lead 7-6 with 2:10 now left to play here in the opening quarter. Carter Danner will send up to the left of his quarterback, Jace Palmer. Palmer on the snap. Fakes the handoff to Danner, keeps it himself, rushes up the middle, has enough for a first down, spins out of a couple of tackles, still on his feet as he carries Cardinal defenders down inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9. Enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving towards retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Jace Palmer's had himself a good start to this game, especially on the ground. Had a couple of nice runs in there. He's was working really hard there to fight those extra yards, and that's exactly what he did.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line here for the Warriors. Jared Owens lines up wide to the left. Mercer gets the carry. He'll take this one into the end zone. That's a Warrior touchdown.
Another nice drive there for the Warriors. There they get back to kind of more stuff we expect from them. They had a few plays where they didn't go anywhere, but overall another nice drive here for their second touchdown of the game.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you live from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Warriors again will go for the extra point. As Comp set to kick off with Palmer holding. Anthony on the snap. Low snap gets away. Comp will pick it up. Looking to pass it. Finds his man Cutter Peterson. And he's got taken in the end zone. That's going to come back, though. That's going to be an ineligible receiver. Ricardo Koff's looking like, what do you mean? I threw it to an open guy.
Yeah, we talked about his soccer background and probably just saw an open man and threw it to him.
So it'll be a 13-6 lead here for the Warriors. 1:28 left to play here in the first. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel.
1:28 left to play here in this opening quarter. Albany ahead by 7, 13-6. Comp will kick off. His last one went in the back of the end zone. This one just short of the upright. So that could tell you the leg of Ricardo Koff here and how far the Warriors might have an opportunity to kick a field goal later in the season.
Well, and of course he just got here to the United States over the summer, so he's still improving. And I mean that boot looks like it's getting stronger. He's getting better at kicking the ball. Those kicks have not only some length to them, but they're faster too. He's adding some velocity as well. He's still improving at that position.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 here for the Cardinals from their own 15-yard line. Again, they trail 13-6 with 1:28 left to play in the opening quarter. McAfee underneath center. Hands this one off to Hill, finds a hole, and he's going to be taken down by Elliott Mercer, but not before he crosses the 20-yard line down to the 22.
Nice run there by Hill on first down. Gain of 7.
2nd and 3 for the Cardinals.
Brings up now a 2nd and 3 here for the Cardinals. Both teams have scored on each of their offensive possessions. McAfee keeps this one himself, gets wrapped up, pushes forward, and is going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah, nice job there by McAfee, and it looks like North Andrew, I don't know, they're doing some type of play where McAfee looks like he's going to hand the ball off, and then he just kind of keeps it, and he was able to nudge forward there just enough yards for a first down.
Remember, in this first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial, keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
First I thought it was more of a broken play type thing, but it keeps on happening.
Should be the final play here of the quarter as McAfee looking to pass on a little screen, gets it out to Jacob Hill. He's met at the 30-yard line and taken down There on the stop that time for the Warriors is Carter Danner. Put him out to about the 30-yard or about to the 32-yard line as North Andrew gets a good spot on that one. And that is going to be the final play of the opening quarter. We'll be back to start the second with the Warriors leading 13-6 when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV. Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor. Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and now open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax, just off of US 136 in Albany. And welcome back out again here to Rosendale as we get ready to start the second quarter of action. It is a 13-6 lead here in favor of the Warriors. North Andrew will have a 2nd and 3 here from the North Andrew 32-yard line. Levi McAfee goes underneath center for the Cardinals. He's going to keep this one himself, breaks free into the second level, and he's going to be tripped up and finally taken down by Clayton Griffin across the Albany 35-yard line down to the 34.
Yeah, once again, the same type of delayed run play that North Andrew's been running. McAfee kind of drops back a step, and then he takes off up the middle, and a nice push there by the offensive line. A lot of room for him to run.
It's another Smith Prudential Financial first down, and that's a Cardinal staple that Braxton Linville lived off of in his 4 years as a Cardinal. And Levi McAfee does it to perfection there. McAfee in the shotgun in motion will go Hill. Fakes the handoff to Hill. McAfee gets a couple of blocks, and he's taken down at the 30-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. They're going to give him 5 just across the 30 down to the 29.
So right now, both offenses running really efficiently. They're getting good gains on first down, staying ahead of the chains like we always say. Both offenses working very well. Which defense is going to be the first to step up and make a play?
Or 1 minute gone here in this second quarter. As again, Hill will go in motion this time. The handoff will go to Hill to the outside. He gets stopped. He's going to be taken down near the original line of scrimmage. There on the stop that time for the Warriors look to be Porter Runnels.
Yeah, Hill kept going to the outside, trying to turn the corner there, and the Warriors did a nice job there. Just kept on pushing him farther and farther to the sideline, and eventually he ran out of room, had nowhere to go.
So back at their own 34-yard line, and brings up now a 3rd and 10 here for the Cardinals. At the moment, Pattonsburg leads over King City 22-8 with 10 seconds left in the first quarter. The matchup between Pattonsburg and King City in Pattonsburg tonight. Looking over the middle, McAfee's pass incomplete, intended that time for Jacob Hill.
Well, it looked like Hill had a little bit of room there, but the throw was just a little bit offline, a little bit too far out of his reach. Now it's 4th down and long for the Cardinals.
4th and long from their own 34-yard line.
The Warriors can get a stop here. That's 2nd down play where they made Justice Hill basically go all the way back to the original line of scrimmage. A big loss there would be a big one.
Timeout going to be called here by the Cardinals as they're going to talk over what they're going to do. We'll be back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Pettyjohn Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Pettyjohn's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
4th and 10 here for the Cardinals from the Albany 34-yard line. McAfee looks deep and just overthrows his man Adler Miller. The closest player to him was his own teammate Jacob Hill, but it comes up empty, and North Andrew will turn the ball over on downs.
Well, both Cardinals had a step on the Warrior defenders, but the throw from McAfee was just a little bit too far out of the reach of both Cardinals. And we talked about which defense was going to be the first to get a stop. It's the Warriors, and now they have a chance to go up 2 possessions.
So after one quarter, again, Pattonsburg now leads over King City 22-8 at a game of the unbeatens in the GRC West over in Pattonsburg tonight.
Still a lot of time left in that one, but that would be a big win for Pattonsburg.
2 minutes gone here in the second quarter, 13-6. Albany leads here over North Andrew. Elliott Mercer behind his quarterback, Palmer. Palmer fakes the handoff, passes it out, finds his man, and Carter Danner. And he's going to be across midfield just shy of the North Andrew 30-yard line down to the 32, and that is going to be enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down.
Nice job there by the Warriors. Play action game has been working for them pretty much all season. They get Palmer rolling out to the right on the bootleg, and turns out for a nice gain on first down.
Again, Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer with Mercer behind him. This time Mercer gets the handoff, loses it, fumble, and there's one Warrior on the ground. Did he come away with it? He did. It was Jay Anthony.
Yeah, Warriors avoided disaster there as we talk about the turnover battle. The Warriors haven't been the cleanest team in terms of holding on to the football this season. That would have been a bad time for a fumble there because, once again, like I said, they have a good chance here to go up 2 possessions.
They lose a yard on the play as Anthony comes up with a big fumble recovery for the Warriors and brings up a 2nd and 11. Danner to the left of his quarterback. He'll get the handoff this time. Breaks free enough to get across the 30-yard line, just shy of the 25, down to about the 27.
Nice game there by Danner, but again, this brings up the same thing like we talk about all the time, those wasted first down plays where it's a bad snap or a bad handoff. Now it's 3rd down and 5, and where it should be, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, a lot more manageable than 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 upcoming from the North Andrew Cardinal 27. With no play clock on, uncertain exactly how much time is left on the play clock. Handoff this time goes to Danner, breaks free. He's going to have what's going to be close to a first down, just shy of the 20-yard line, and it is going to be enough for a Warrior first down.
Nice job there by Danner, and he's having a good game here early. Has a catch for a decent gain and got a couple of handoffs for some nice yardage as well, and that's great for the Warriors. Is the more weight they can take off the shoulders of Mercer, the better.
Remember, that's a Smith Prudential Financial Services first down. Keep your money moving towards retirement with the Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. 8 minutes left to play here in the second. Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer with Mercer behind him. And Mercer will get the handoff. And he's going to plow through a couple defenders. He's going to be down right about the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 10, enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down.
Nice run there by Mercer. He's a hard runner. We saw it again there. Hits the hole hard. It seems like he got that first down in just a couple of seconds there.
13-6, 7:35 left to play here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 is what they're going to call this. So they do have an opportunity to get a first down without having to go in. This pass to Danner is going to be just far enough out of his reach that he can't haul it in. And the pass will fall incomplete.
Yeah, maybe the throw was a little bit rushed there, I think, from Palmer. Looked like maybe Danner had some fingertips on it, but just not quite enough to be able to haul that one in.
Brings up now a 2nd and 10 here from the 10-yard line, or from the 11-yard line here for the Warriors. The Warriors are going to need to get this ball inside the 1-yard line for a first down. Hand off to Mercer. And he's going to carry this one inside the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 on the carry that time for Mercer.
Cutter Peterson with a great block there. Had his guy all the way back to the end zone.
So brings up now a 3rd and 4. So 3rd and 4 from the 5-yard line here for the Warriors. Just underneath 7 minutes left to play in the second. Danner to the right of his quarterback, Palmer. Palmer going to keep this one himself. Takes it into the end zone. That's a Warrior touchdown.
Palmer's good day continues. He's really making a big impact here with his legs.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. As, again, Ricardo Kampf set to kick the extra point. Last time it was a bad snap, and Kampf tried to throw it and found an open man. Too bad it was his own lineman, and Cutter Peterson might be the only touchdown Ricardo throws, and only one that will be caught by Peterson as Ricardo Kampf kicks this one through the uprights. It's good. It's a 20-6 Albany lead. 6:42 left to play here in the second. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
You see the Albany cheerleaders there. Congratulations to them. They qualified for state on Sunday, and we congratulate them. They'll be heading down to Columbia later on this year or beginning of 2026 to compete in the MCCA State Cheer Finals. Kampf will kick off here for the Warriors. This one going to be kicked deep, and this one just shy again of the uprights.
Yeah, I mean, Ricardo's kicks, again, they're all touchbacks by a good margin now. At first he was kicking it in the end zone. It was a few yards in there, and now he's almost clearing the end zone entirely. So you can see the work he's been putting in to try and get better at the position.
20-6 is the lead here in favor of the Warriors. Cardinals will start on their own 15-yard line. They turn the ball over on downs just shy of, or just onto Albany's side of midfield on their last possession. McAfee will be alone in the backfield. Trips to the right now, will motion over to the left. Last time they did this, McAfee followed right behind him. This time they're going to motion Hill out more. Handoff is going to go to Adler Miller, and he's going to be taken down after a gain of 4 on the play. Down at the 19, as there on the stop was Jay Anthony.
Yeah, like you said, the Cardinals did that same thing earlier, and it was McAfee that it was a direct snap to him. He took it, followed his blockers. That time they handed off, go the opposite direction, and the Warriors did a nice job. It still got 4 yards, but a lot of times you get misdirected like that, and those things break wide open for a big gain.
In motion here is Hill to the right of his quarterback. McAfee looking to pass, has some pressure, gets the ball out, caught by Hill, and he's going to be wrapped up and taken down. Clayton Griffin was the first one to wrap him up, but it's going to be a first down for Hill out to the 35-yard line, a gain of about 16 yards for a Smith Prudential Financial first down.
McAfee and Hill tried to connect on that last drive, couldn't do it. They connect there for a first down.
We'll be back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits, medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany has got you covered. Petty John's makes buying your next vehicle transparent, simple, and easy. We have no hidden fees and upfront pricing on every vehicle in stock at pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Rosendale. 5:55 left here in the second quarter. 20-6 is the lead here for the Warriors. In motion is Hill. Still in motion as the ball snapped to McAfee, looking deep down the field for Adler Miller, and the pass is overthrown, incomplete.
Well, North Andrew really is trying to get that pass game going, and they've had some opportunities to connect on some passes down the field. McAfee's just a little bit off target sometimes.
He came in 10 for 34 through the air on the season coming into tonight. He's at the moment so far 3 for 7 on the night.
Of course, Levi McAfee is listed at running back in the program. Orrin Goff was the original quarterback to start the season, but with the injury, McAfee's had to step up and fill that quarterback role.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 here for the Cardinals. McAfee with Adler Miller to his right. Hill in motion in front of him. Handoff to Miller. He gets hit immediately in the backfield and wrapped up. Penalty flag, though, flies at that line of scrimmage, and we'll see what the penalty flag is. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. They're going to get a face mask called here against the Warriors.
Calls a personal foul face mask against the Warriors.
It's a big break there for North Andrew. 15-yard penalty, going to give them some great field position here as they try to get this back down to one-possession ball game.
It'll also put it onto Albany's side of the field, and that is going to be a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. 1st and 10 from the Albany 30 here for the Cardinals after the penalty. McAfee looking to pass, sees some pressure. Looking for Hill off one of the Warrior defenders' hands into the hands of Jacob Hill, and he takes it down the 1-yard line.
Wow,
I believe it hit off the hands there of Carter Danner, and then just happened to go right into the hands of Hill.
Yeah, that's a great concentration there by Jacob Hill, and he's been the primary target here by Levi McAfee down the field. Again, that's great concentration to keep eyes on the football despite it being tipped. Great catch there by Hill.
Mark him down at the 2-yard line. That's enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down. 5 minutes left to play here in this second quarter. It's a 20-6 Albany lead. North Andrew threatening 1st and goal from the Albany 2. I formation for the Cardinals with McAfee underneath center. Handoff will go to Miller. He gets stopped at the line of scrimmage and pushed back. There on the stop, Jay Anthony and Carter Danner.
Pushes ahead for a yard.
They're going to give him about a yard gain there out to the 1-yard line.
I think Jay Anthony was the first one to get there, and he's a heck of a player. He's on the line, and so you don't hear him a lot on offense, but he does a great job on offense, and then on defense, he flies to the football. You don't hear his name a ton, but he's a tremendous player for this Warrior team.
Was a leading tackler on this Warrior team last year without playing about the first 2 games of the season. Underneath center is McAfee. And he's going to keep this one himself, and he's going to get wrapped up and thrown back as Mercer and Anthony again there on the stop as, again, just shy of the goal line.
Yeah, nice job there by Mercer and Anthony to sniff that play out and bring McAfee back down. I have a substitution here as Shea Miller is going to come out on the field. We talked about how he was not going to start both ways, but is available situationally, and this is the type of situation you want to have him in for. You expect it to be up the middle or at least not a run to the outside, so they're going to get some extra beef up there in the middle.
2 receivers going to
move over to the right. Alone in the backfield is going to be McAfee. And a penalty flag comes out prior to the snap. It's probably going to be either an offsides or a false start. On the dead ball, it is going to be a false start called here against the Cardinals. So remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty.
And now that they're backed away from the goal line, Jace Palmer comes back in for Shea Miller. Again, in certain situations, Miller will be out there, but probably goal line situations most of the time.
So a 1st and goal from just outside the 5-yard line here for the Cardinals. 3rd and goal. 2 receivers to the right. High snap. McAfee able to pull it down, looking for the end zone. Intercepted by Jace Palmer in the end zone. And he's going to kneel this one down in the end zone for a touchback.
Nice read there by Jace Palmer, and you can see Coach Fountain, he's excited. That's a great play by Palmer to get a turnover. Red zone turnovers really shift the momentum, and then a nice play there to not run that out, just take the knee, get some better field position.
So Albany will take over on their own 15-yard line. After Palmer intercepts it in the end zone, wisely doesn't get out of the end zone before he takes that kneel. And Albany will start at the 15-yard line as now Warriors leading that turnover battle that they've lost the past couple of weeks. 2:53 left to play here in this second quarter. Warriors still have all 3 of their timeouts remaining.
You do really got to give a shout-out to Palmer there for making the smart play. And you get an interception, everyone wants to try and run it back, but he took the smart play and took the knee.
Mercer's having some trouble with his equipment, so the Warriors are going to have to take one of their 3 timeouts. We'll be back after this Petty John Auto Center here on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Thank you for watching this Albany TV broadcast. Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to turn on your notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you want to be a part of our broadcast or have any comments about this broadcast, contact us by messaging us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching. 2:53 left to play here in the second quarter, and it will be a 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line here for the Warriors. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Again, they're going to go empty backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right is going to be Elliott Mercer. Looking for Mercer down the field, did a fake on the little curl route and then went deep, and pass will fall incomplete. Well covered that time by Isaac Coates.
Well, we're seeing Mercer take some deep routes here, and if he can be a guy who can go down the field and catch some passes like that, that just only adds more to the danger to the type of player he is. Haven't been able to connect yet, but they're probably not going to go away from it.
It'll be Danner and Owens to the left, Mercer alone to the right. Will Fish will be tight end to the right. Again, alone in the backfield will be Palmer. He's going to take off up the middle on a quarterback draw. Still on his feet as he crosses midfield. Palmer still running as he's going to be wrapped up and taken down, but not until he gets into the 25-yard line here of North Andrew, just shy of the 20. A big run there from Jace Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer has really done a good job. He's feasted on that play exactly a couple of times in a row now. I believe that's probably his longest run of the game. Right up the middle, nice ball carrier vision to kind of weave in through traffic there. Nice carry there to flip the field.
That's a Smith Prudential Financial first down, 44 yards on the carry that time for Palmer. 1st and 10 from the North Andrew, 21-2-24 left here in the opening half of play. This one handed off to Mercer, trying to bounce it to the outside. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Elliott Mercer.
Mercer finds room around the right side, takes the ball.
And the Warriors now lead 26-6.
Yeah, that turnover was big. North Andrew had a chance to get it back down to 1 possession lead. Now the Warriors up by 20, trying to make it 21.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. Comp 2 for 2 on extra points. The One that they did not get was a botched snap that Palmer couldn't get down for Kopp to kick. This one, good snap, good hold, and it's good. 27-6, Warriors lead here. 2:17 left to play here in the second quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
2:17 left to go in the second.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent St. Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
Warriors lead by 21, 2:17 left to play here in the half. The largest lead the Warriors have had since back in week number 1, when they had their lone win on the season over DeKalb. Ricardo Kopp will kick off again here for the Warriors. His last few have all been out of the back of the end zone.
Kopp set up to kick. Miller and Hill set to receive.
And this one again is going to be a touchback into the end zone. And North Andrew will start on their own 15-yard line.
Cardinals first down and 10 from their own.
And Brett's really not talked enough about the advantage that you get with special teams when you know you can kick the ball in the back of the end zone and don't even let them have an opportunity to try and run the ball back out and get good field position when you know that they're playing at the 15-yard line. And you can even tell both Hill and Miller, both back to receive the kicker, just kind of slouched at the 10-yard line knowing it's going over their head.
He's been automatic on those, and he's been automatic on the extra points so far, too. The one they missed, of course, that wasn't on him.
Miller motions out to the left, looking to pass, looking deep down the middle of the field, and nobody home there for the Cardinals, as this one will fall incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
Take a deep shot there on first down. Yeah, again, they don't connect through the air, a little bit of an overthrow, and that's big for the Warriors. That stops the clock. Only a few seconds went by. Still 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, and it's already second down.
Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining here in this opening half of play. It's a 21-point Albany lead, 27-6. Remember, that kickoff was brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial Services. Make sure to kick off your financial retirement at 660-726-3396. McAfee on the snap, keeps this one himself. He's going to be wrapped up, carries a defender, and is going to be just shy of the 20-yard line down to the 18, a gain of about 3 on the play from McAfee.
Warriors not going to call timeout yet, but you can probably bet that if they get a stop here on third down, timeout's going to come.
For the Cardinals.
Trying to save as much clock as possible here if they get a third down stop so they can get the ball back before halftime.
We have not yet seen a punt by either of these teams. The Cardinals have turned the ball over on down once and then threw an interception in the end zone and then have scored a touchdown on their possessions. Warriors have scored on each of their offensive possessions so far on the night.
A little bit of clock management here by North Andrew. I think they're going to let it go down all the way.
And they're going to call a timeout there. Second here of the half. They'll have 1 timeout remaining. We'll be back after this Petty Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
And welcome back out again here to Rosendale. Remember, during this timeout, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Make sure to stay tuned for the Albany Hy-Vee halftime. With homecoming week coming up next week, we'll have a chat with Marissa Meyer, as she talks about all of the homecoming festivities that'll be coming up next week for the Warriors. McAfee looking to pass on the screen, finds Adler. Miller has a lot of room in front. And he's still on his feet as he crosses the 30-yard line. And he's going to be down to about the 31, a first down here for the Cardinals.
Well, you saw the Cardinals take the clock all the way down, call a timeout just in case they didn't pick up that first down. A couple of extra seconds came off the clock. But now the clock is ticking, so they got to move quick.
That first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line here for the Cardinals. McAfee looking to pass. Sees some pressure, gets the ball off, finds his man right at the first down yard marker, and he's going to be hit by Clayton Griffin, and catching the football that time is Isaac Coates. Enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down, this time down to the Albany 37-yard line.
And each first down, North Andrew picks up. The clock does stop for a second so they can move the chains, but other than that, it continues to tick.
Quickly back up on the ball. Hill in motion out to the right. Now comes back. As McAfee looking across the middle, finds Isaac Coates. He takes this one down inside the 20-yard line, down to about the 18-yard line.
North Andrew again moving the chains here. They just have one timeout, though, so they're going to hold on to it for a bit longer, down to 31 seconds.
That's another Smith Prudential Financial first down, and Cardinals that time didn't get a favorable spot as they're put back at their own 20. Looked like they probably should have had that about the 18. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals from their own 20. McAfee looking to pass across the middle for Hill, and that one overthrown and almost picked off again by Jace Palmer.
So now the clock will stop. North Andrew can kind of catch their breath real quick, think about what they're going to do here on second down. If they don't go to the sideline, they go to the middle of the field. Definitely going to have to call a timeout here, down to 15 seconds left. That's about time for 2 to 4 plays, something in there, depending on how long, of course, McAfee's scrambling around.
And again, you can't rule out a run here with North Andrew with one timeout remaining here with 15 seconds left here in the half. 3 receivers bunched up to the right. In motion will be Hill to the right of his quarterback, McAfee. He'll take the snap. Looking to pass, blocked, and knocked down by Elliott Mercer.
Nice job by Mercer there. Saw McAfee gearing up to throw, got the hands up, batted it down. Now 12 seconds to go here, and it's 3rd down and 10 for North Andrew.
So 3 seconds tick off the clock as it now makes it to a 3rd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Miller and Hill wide out to the right. Hill now in motion. McAfee looking to pass, and again deflected. This time it's Cutter Peterson that deflects it away. Brings up now a 4th and 10 from the 20-yard line. 9 seconds remain here in the half.
Yep, now you're going to have to take a shot at the end zone here. Again, you don't have to go all the way, but it is 4th and 10 here. You still have the one timeout, but you got to get to at least the 10-yard line. 9 seconds to go. That is time for 2 plays, but again, you're going to have to.
And again, they do still have one timeout remaining as well.
Yeah.
2 receivers left, 1 receiver right, and North Andrew going to call their final timeout here of the half to talk this one over on a 4th and 10 from the Albany 20-yard line. We'll be back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. 9 seconds remain here in this second quarter of play. 27-6, Albany with the lead. 4th and 10 here for the Cardinals on the Albany 20-yard line. McAfee will take the snap alone in the backfield. 1 receiver right, 1 receiver left. High snap. McAfee looking for Hill. And it is going to fall incomplete as it bounces up, and Hill catches it about the 4. It's going to fall incomplete. No time ran off the clock on that play.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
They're going to have to take some time off or something.
Probably.
Officials are going to talk about it here, I believe, maybe.
Probably 3 or 4 seconds should come off the clock, probably, unless nobody
notices it, and then the Warriors get 9 seconds plus a timeout left.
Yeah.
which means they can run 2 plays.
Yeah, I don't think
they're not going to take any time off the clock, so the Warriors are going to get a full 9 seconds here. Probably should be down to about 5. Even if North Andrew would have caught that ball, I don't know if they're able to get another play off. This time, Mercer going to take the handoff. He's following some blockers. Pushes a man out of his way, and he's going to be down just shy of the 35-yard line. Down at the 34, enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down.
Yeah, guess how much time's left? 3 seconds. So Warriors going to get another play here.
And see if maybe the Warriors maybe take a timeout here to set up something. They have 2 timeouts remaining. I mean, just to try and set up a play that they want, perhaps. Right now, they're not going to call one yet. Wide out to the right is going to be Jared Owens, and now the Warriors will use one of their 2 final Petty John Auto Center timeouts. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Back with more in a moment. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Thank you for watching this Albany TV broadcast. Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to turn on your notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you want to be a part of our broadcast or have any comments about this broadcast, contact us by messaging us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching. 3 seconds remain here in the half. It's a 1st and 10 for the Warriors from their own 34-yard line. Alone in the backfield here is going to be Palmer. Looking deep down the left side for Mercer. Out of his reach. Pass falls incomplete. And that will do it for the first half of play as the Warriors lead by 21, 27-6. Remember, tonight's halftime is brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. We'll be back with Marissa Meyer as she talks about the homecoming festivities that'll be coming up for the Warriors next week as they celebrate 100 years of Albany High School. We'll be back with that in just a moment here on Albany TV. We'll show you the North Andrew Little cheerleaders and the band here during the halftime break. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today.
And welcome back into the Albany Hy-Vee halftime. We're here with the Albany Student Council sponsor and Marissa Meyer. And Mrs. Meyer, homecoming is coming up next week for the Warriors. Can you tell us a little about the theming that will be this year and also the dress-up days?
Yes, we are very excited because we're celebrating 100 years of Albany High School. So our theme is Homecoming Time Capsule, A Century of Tradition. And this year, the dress-up days, Tuesday is A Century of Sweet Dreams, and it's PJ Day. Wednesday is Blast from the Past, and each class will dress as their chosen float year. Thursday is Mark Your Moment with your class color, and each class chose a color for that day. And Friday is Tradition Grows in Green, and wear your green and support the Warriors.
You talked about your floats this year and how the classes are going to have to do it. Can you kind of explain what that's going to be this year? Because I know there's a little fun twist to it.
Yes, so each grade level class researched and they chose a float from a specific year. They had to look through yearbooks and figure it all out and figure out how they wanted to recreate it for this year's parade.
So how many of those classes cheated and either have a parent or a sibling in one of those classes?
I think a couple, but we'll let it slide because it's all in good fun, and I think they've had a great time.
And welcome back into the Albany. About your float.
Through yearbooks and figure it all out and figure out how they wanted to recreate it for this year's parade.
So how many of those classes cheated and either have a parent or a sibling in one of those classes?
I think a couple, but we'll let it slide because it's all in good fun, and I think they've had a great time figuring it all out.
Who are this year's homecoming king and queen candidates, and then the junior, sophomore, and freshman attendants?
Sure. The king and queen candidates are all seniors, and they are Jace Palmer and Kylie Preston, Shay Miller and Lauren Hogue, Paul Papa and River Stamper. And then the juniors are Cutter Peterson and McKenna Moffitt. The sophomores are Grayson Miller and Marley Hansel. Freshmen are Landon Hawkins and Michaela Sider. And then our kindergarten crown bearers are Mitt Meyer and Tesla Anthony.
All right. And then can you kind of explain some of the things that will be going on the week of homecoming that the community needs to be aware of?
Sure. Wednesday is our variety show and coronation, and that will be at 7 p.m. this year. We pushed the time back an hour. It's $1 to get in. Unless you're royalty, you're free. And we're back in the old gym this year, and the variety show will be first, and then coronation will be right after.
And then on Friday, the big day, we have the parade. We also have pep rally. Can you tell people time and where those will be at?
Yes, the pep assembly is in the AHS gym, and it will be at 2:15, and that's on Friday. And then the parade is right after the pep assembly, usually around 2:30 or 2:45. And if you are in the parade, if you could be on the west side of the high school around 1:45, and we'll get you all set up for your position.
And then can you tell people if they want to be in the parade? I know you're asking anybody that was past royalty. If they would like to be in the parade, they can be in. How do they get a hold of you to be a part of that?
We are having a float for former kings and queens. If you want to email me at mmanringmeyer@albany.k12.mo.us, and I will put you on my list.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you again, Mrs. Meyer, for taking some time to talk to us about homecoming week next week. We'll be back with the stats from the first half, and we come back in a moment.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today. Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to halftime. Your halftime tonight here on Albany TV, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV, including BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, and the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, along with United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany, along with Raymond Smith Body Shop, Sublime Formal Wear on the west side of the square in Albany, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany, Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany, Shadowfax on 136 in Albany, Brown Plumbing in Albany, Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, the City of Albany, Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany, Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany North Andrew School Districts, and the Printery New Shopper located in Albany. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the first half, starting with the Warriors passing tonight. Jace Palmer 1 for 6 through the air tonight for 12 yards. It was Carter Danner. I take that back. He's 2 for 6 through the air. Carter Danner, 1 catch for 14 yards. Will Fish, 1 catch for 22 yards. Rushing on the night, Jace Palmer, 8 carries, 120 yards, and 1 touchdown. Elliott Mercer, 11 carries for 78 yards and 3 touchdowns. Carter Danner, 3 carries for 13 yards. Passing tonight, North Andrew, Levi McAfee, 7 for 16 through the air for 136 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Isaac Coates, 3 catches, 72 yards and a touchdown. Jacob Hill, 3 catches for 51 yards. Adler Miller, 1 catch for 13 yards. Rushing tonight, Levi McAfee leads the way, 8 carries for 26 yards. Adler Miller, 4 carries for 14 yards. Jacob Hill, 3 carries for 8 yards.
Yeah, it was a great first half for Albany, 27-6, obviously. And if you look at the offensive stats, it's great that they've got Jace Palmer going on the ground. He's at 120 yards. That's awesome. They've got 11 carries for 78 yards to Elliott Mercer. And like I said earlier in the game, the more weight they could take off of his shoulders, the better. Of course, they're still going to use him. He's still going to be the guy they depend on the most. But he shouldn't have to do everything on offense, and that's great that they've gotten something going with Jace Palmer, and then 3 carries for 13 yards as well from Carter Danner. But they had the big turnover in the red zone, the big interception by Jace Palmer, another great addition to his resume for this game. He's having a great game so far. And then they did have the turnover on downs as well. So defensively, the Warriors have been doing a nice job. Anytime you can hold an opponent to 6 points and a half, especially an 8-man, you're doing something right defensively. And then Ricardo Kopp, he's been a great addition to this Warrior team. And now we saw for the first time last week the extra points that he's kicking. They just had the one unsuccessful one that was due to a bad snap. Other than that, he's been automatic.
Yeah, and I mean, the Warriors, they've really kind of done what they wanted to do, and they're doing a good job. They've got that kind of open or empty backfield set that they've got now that they've used tonight a few times with two receivers to one side, Elliott Mercer to the other, and kind of have that delayed quarterback draw. And Jace Palmer has taken advantage of it all night. His biggest one, 44 yards tonight. That was on their last drive of the game.
Yeah, and
the half, I mean.
The offensive line has really been working well for the most part. It seems like just about every play the Warrior ball carriers have been able to hit the hole hard, and it's been a couple yards downfield before they reach contact. And that goes for the defensive line, too. For the most part, they've been winning that battle as well. So it's just been a complete game, complete team effort here by the Warriors, and they're hoping for more in the second half. Leading by 21, they're looking to extend that one once they come out of the halftime break.
Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the stats from around, or some of the scores from around 8-man tonight. And starting with the Grand River Conference West, second quarter score, Worth County leads up over St. Joseph Christian, 38-6. Princeton leads up over Stanberry in the second quarter, 42-25. The one that everybody's kind of looking at tonight in the Grand River Conference West, Pattonsburg has a 2-point lead over King City, 30-28. Is some developing story going on there. Jeremy Benson from GrandRiverConference.com tweeted out a little while ago, the starting quarterback for King City, Landon Carlson, has been kicked out of that ball game. Don't know what happened, but he has been ejected from that ball game. So King City without Carlson for at least the second half tonight, and then all of the game next week as well. I believe they take on, Stanberry next week. So that will be a game that, again, you'll have to watch out for, but that's a story there going on in Pattonsburg. But again, Pattonsburg with the 2-point lead just before half in Pattonsburg. In the Highway 275 Conference, Rockport, the big lead over DeKalb, 70-6. Nottoway Valley, a big lead over Platte Valley at the half, 40-0. South Holt, first quarter, led over Stewartsville Osborne, 14-0. And in the second quarter, Mountain City was leading over East Atchison, 36-14. In the I-70, Oric is trailing Wellington Napoleon at half, 44-12. Second quarter score, Sweet Springs leading over St. Paul Lutheran, 14-6. The Central River North at half, Knox County leads over Paris, 24-8. And the Grand River South, it's Norburn Hardin Central leading over Slater in the second quarter, 32-0. And the North versus the South in the Central River at the half, it's North Shelby leading over Northwest Hughesville, and the only ranked matchup in the media poll, it's number 8 North Shelby leading over number 9 Northwest Hughesville, 16-0 at the half. Switching over to the WeMo Conference at the half, it's Archie leading over Drexel, 26-6, and a second quarter score, Appleton City leading over Osceola, 38-6. In the WeMo versus the Independent at the moment, Lockwood leading in the second quarter over Liberal, 56-6, and Jasper is leading over Greenfield in the second quarter, 34-12. No scores yet from Northland Christian, Rich Hill, Bishop LeBlanc, KC East, Lincoln and New Heights, Keatsville and Bramer, and Santa Fe and Concordia. So, again, those are the scores from around 8-man tonight. Again, you can find that on Missouri 8-man's football page. They've got the live scoreboard there. You can keep up with that one. Again, we'll try and keep you updated on all the scores from around 8-man football as the best we can. And, like I said, some of the other things going on as well. But right here at the half, it is a 27-6 lead for the Warriors here over North Andrew in Rosendale. We will be back with the start of the second half when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV. Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming, prom, and special occasion dress destination. Drop in Saturday 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check out their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com, or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress. The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club, helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. the Albany Booster Club joining together for the better of the Albany students. Nothing hits the spot like fresh, delicious food from Big A Bistro in Albany. From juicy burgers and loaded sandwiches to daily specials and sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Wash it down with an alligator ice, a cold drink, or ice cream, and you've got the perfect meal. Lunch, dinner, or dessert, make it Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. And guess what? They're open late tonight after the game. So sack your hunger tonight at Big A Bistro. Big taste, big smiles, Big A Bistro. Drips, leak, or big plumbing problems? Don't stress. Call Albany's family-owned business, Brown Plumbing. From repairs to installs, they've got the experience you can trust. And when it comes to heating and cooling, Brown Plumbing keeps your home comfortable year-round. Remember the name and number. Brown Plumbing, 660-726-5716. That's 660-726-5716. Quality you can trust right here at home. Looking for a place where the coffee's always hot and the welcome's always warm? Come on down to Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. From hearty breakfast to home-style lunches, Deb's Dinky Diner serves up the comfort food you love. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down with friends, you'll always find a friendly face and a plate full of goodness. Stop by Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany, Missouri, where small-town charm meets big flavor. In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel. Welcome back out again here to Rosendale as we get ready to start second half action here in just a little bit. 27-6, 21-point Albany lead. We lied to you a little bit ago whenever we said that King City was going to be on the road next week against Stanbury. That is not true. They are on the road next week. That is correct. But they're here in Rosendale. So Rosendale and North Andrew will have King City without Landon Carlson as, again, developing story as he was ejected from the ball game in the second quarter against Pattonsburg. Pattonsburg leads at the half by 2, 30-28. Again, don't know exactly what happened, just giving you what we've gotten from Jeremy Benson at GrandRiverConference.com.
Yeah, that's a big loss there for King City, especially in a big game playing Pattonsburg, and they're down. So to lose your quarterback in a game like that, that's definitely going to make things a lot tougher for them.
And King City has fought back. Remember, we talked about it was about the end of the first quarter. Pattonsburg was up 22-8, and now sits at 30-28 at halftime. So King City has mounted a little bit of a comeback, but again, they're going to have to do it without their starting sophomore quarterback for the rest of the ball game. As we get ready to start the second half kickoff, this kickoff will be brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Kick off your future retirement by contacting Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. We'll have that kickoff when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV. Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and now open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax, just off of US 136 in Albany.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
And welcome back out again here to start the second half of play. It'll be Albany that'll be kicking off. Here to start out the second half as they'll be kicking off from left to right. Here to start out the second half of play. Again, they lead here by 3 scores, 21-6 here over the Cardinals here in Rosendale. Next week, remember the Warriors at home. It's homecoming night as the Warriors will take on Princeton. And Ricardo Kopp will kick off here for the Warriors. Back to receive the kick again will be Jacob Hill and Adler Miller. They have yet to have an opportunity to try and return the kick as Kopp has kicked them all out of the back of the end zone. We imagine he will do the same here to start out the second half.
Yeah, everyone place your bets on if this is going to be a touchback or not.
We'll see if he can. He's had one that was really close to getting through the uprights. We'll see if he has that kind of leg again or not. But you think about it. If that were a field goal attempt, you'd be looking at a 60-yard field goal.
Yeah. Of course,
So
you don't have quite the run-up that you do on a field goal.
You don't have quite the
but still, I mean, nobody's getting close to that on any teams we've seen so far.
And that one kicked deep and is into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals, again, will start on their own 15-yard line.
Well, North Andrew, they've had a few possessions in a row now, not able to get into the end zone, so going to have to try and get something mounted here on offense. It's a 21-point deficit they're facing, so not a whole lot of time to waste. Still time, but you don't want to delay here, especially because Albany's they've had a ton of success offensively.
So the Cardinals will start out with the football on their own 15. Again, a Cardinals 7 for 17 through the air for 136 yards, 15 carries for 48 yards. Albany 2 for 8 through the air for 26 yards, 22 carries for 211 yards in the first half. They again will bunch up and motion out to the left. McAfee will follow his blockers, and right there is Porter Runnels gets a hold of him, and the rest of the Warriors will meet him in the backfield to pull him down at about the 9-yard line and put him down about the 10-yard line. A loss of about 4 or 5 there on the play.
Nice job there by Runnels to immediately get by the offensive line there and wrap McAfee up and not allow him to break free. McAfee almost did there, but he held on just long enough for help to come and finish off that tackle.
So it'll be a 2nd and 14 from the 11-yard line here for the Cardinals. McAfee in the shotgun, bunched up receivers to the left. Now they're going to motion to the right. Just trying to get that Warrior defense to move a little bit prior to the snap. McAfee looking to pass. Gets hit from behind as he lets it go, looking for Hill. Porter Runnels gives a hit to McAfee from behind as that one sails incomplete.
Yeah, nice start to the half here for Runnels. He's gotten the backfield both times and almost a sack there, but caused the throw to be off target.
That'll bring up now a 3rd and long here for the Cardinals. Again, we have yet to have a punt so far here in the ball game. Cardinals have turned the ball over on downs twice and threw an interception in the end zone. Warriors have scored on all of their possessions except for the possession that ended the first half as the Warriors pass incomplete on first down to Elliott Mercer as time expired. McAfee will take the snap in the shotgun in motion as Hill botch snap. High snap is going to be picked up in the end zone. And it is a safety there to hit him. Porter Runnels comes out and has a great start to the second half.
Wow, that is just what North Andrew did not need right there. They really needed to get something going there on offense and just couldn't quite do it. Now Albany gets 2 points, and they're going to get possession.
So Porter Runnels comes up with the safety here for the Warriors. They now lead 29-6 as North Andrew will kick off when we come back in just a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
North Andrew going to free kick from, I believe it's their 20-yard line here. Sorry, from their 15. As again, it will be Tyson Wilmus and Clayton Griffin back at his own 25-yard line here. Zayden Palmer has been the only one that's returned a kick. The other one from Wilmus went out of bounds. This one going to be kicked out of bounds as well near midfield. Out of bounds about the 36 or 37-yard line. And Albany will get some good field position here to start. Remember, this penalty flag is brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. And Albany going to start in North Andrew territory at the North Andrew 37-yard line.
Of course, we don't know how long this drive is going to be, but this is the time in the game where a long, sustained drive resulting in a touchdown could put the Warriors well on their way to wrapping this one up. Of course, they could score very quickly, but they take a few minutes off on this, get 7 points. This one's starting to look pretty grim for North Andrew.
Wide receiver out wide to the left is going to be Jared Owens. Carter Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer, with Elliott Mercer behind him. Danner will get the handoff, runs into his own blocker and picks up just short yards on the play, a gain of about 1 or 2 on first down.
Short gain there by Danner, met by a couple of Cardinals. Pretty much right at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by North Andrew here. They need a stop here in just about the worst way.
10:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Warriors lead 29-6 after the safety. Warriors lead the turnover battle so far tonight 1-0. Hand off to Mercer. Carries some Cardinal defenders across the 30-yard line, down inside the 30. Down to about the 28 to be about a yard shy of the first down yard marker.
Another nice run there by Mercer, carrying a couple of Cardinals for some extra yards, and now 3rd and 1. And this is usually the type of territory where we expect Mercer to get the ball once again, but every once in a while they do throw in a wrinkle and do something you don't quite expect.
Warriors are in an area where they would go for it on 4th down or potentially maybe even kick a field goal, so we'll see what they do here on 3rd and 1. Trying to get the Cardinals to jump offside. They don't. Now they'll switch to the play they actually want to run. 9:42 left here in the third quarter, and Mercer is going to be hit right at about the line of gain, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards. It will be enough for another Smith Prudential Financial first down.
Shea Miller a little slow to get up there, a little gimpy still, and that's not something you want to see. He's already dealing with an injury. That's why he's not playing defense here in this game, at least very much. So you hope that he's going to be able to shake that pain off.
Yeah, he's wearing 2 knee braces here tonight. Started the season with just 1, now up to 2. And as a lineman that dealt with knee problems, also ended up with 2 knee braces. Carter Danner to the right of his quarterback, Palmer. One receiver to the left is going to be Owens. Faking the handoff to Danner. Palmer keeps it himself. Spins out of one tackle. He's going to be wrapped up and taken down inside the 20-yard line, down to about the 17.
Man, Palmer's having maybe his best game of his career to this point. He's up above 130 yards now rushing. Of course, they've had him throwing the ball pretty deep, so the completion percentage isn't quite as high as it could be. But running the ball, he's really made an impact here in this game.
9 carries, 128 yards, 1 touchdown so far on the night for the senior quarterback, Palmer.
Sorry, not quite 130, but
it was close. I'll let you round up that time. 8:33 left to play here in the third. Palmer with the snap. Hand off to Danner. Sidesteps one tackler. He's going to have enough for a first down as he's taken down inside the 15-yard line, down around the 13 or 14.
Danner's the ball carrier.
Another nice run there by Carter Danner. And again, Elliott Mercer, he's had the one carry where he carried a couple of Cardinal defenders, but it's also been Jace Palmer and Danner getting involved here. So That's a great sign for this Warrior offense. They're getting a lot of different guys involved in the run game.
That's a Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. Palmer faking the handoff, looking the pass, gets it out to Will Fish, and he's going to be taken down right near about the 10-yard line. Looks like they're put him maybe just inside the 10, down to about the 7.
5-yard gain.
And it'll be a 5-yard gain down to the 9-yard line.
Kind of an awkward tackle there. I thought maybe for a minute that was going to be a horse collar, but no flag.
Well, it looked like almost even a botch play in the backfield there as Palmer faked the handoff, and a lot of white jerseys in front of me, just able to get that throw off to Fish. Brings up now a 2nd and 5. This one a handoff to Mercer. He's looking for the end zone. Finds his way in. Touchdown, Warriors.
Mercer makes his way to the end zone for the Warriors.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 35-6, 7:29 left to play here in the third quarter, and the Warriors will go for the extra point.
Koff lines up for the extra point.
Again, Kopp 3 for 3 on extra points so far on the night. The only time they did not get a successful extra point was on a botched snap and hold. High snap, hold is down, and the kick is good. 36-6. It's a 30-point Albany lead. 7:29 left to play here in the third quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Albany 36.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Hogue Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
36-6, a 30-point lead here in favor of the Warriors. 7:29 left to play here in the third quarter. Ricardo Koff again set to kick off here for the Warriors. Jacob Hill, Adler Miller will lazily stand there about the 10-yard line, expecting this one to go over their heads. I say that jokingly. They're just waiting on the kickoff. But so far, all of them have gone over their head, and they will watch this one go over their head into the end zone as well for another touchback.
Kickoff goes into the end zone.
I don't know why, but I'm getting so much joy at seeing Ricardo kick the ball in this game. He's nailed all of his extra points. Every kick's been a touchback.
Well, we talked about it last year. It was Tear Day. Warriors have a nice little European kicking funnel coming out the past few years.
It's just something different that you don't see very much. The kicker being widely known, but I think after this game, everyone's going to know about Ricardo.
McAfee will take the snap, and a penalty flag will fly prior to the snap. This penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty, and it'll be a false start called here against the Cardinals.
Well, it started off in this game a little bit of tit for tat. Both offenses were working pretty well. It was a
7-6 ball game.
Yeah, it was 7-6.
Both teams went down and scored.
And then 13-6. North Andrew was driving, and I mean, ever since that failed drive, it's been all Albany.
McAfee will hand this one off in the backfield, and there on the carry that time for the Cardinals was Adler Miller there on the stop. Imagine this, in the second half, it was Porter Runnels.
Yeah, I mean, he's having a heck of a start to this half. He's a guy who this year is his first year getting real consistent varsity reps. He was in and out last year, some snaps here and there, but really not making an impact. But he's making an impact in this game.
Mark him down at about the 6-yard line, so a loss on that play of 4 yards brings up now a 2nd and 19 here for the Cardinals. Again, they had a safety on their last possession on a high snap. McAfee keeps this one himself, rushes forward, and he's going to get back to about the 10-yard line. Gained about 4 yards there on the carry that time.
for McAfee as Jay Anthony comes in to make the stop.
Yeah, now third and very long here for North Andrew. They're up against the wall right now, down by 30 and almost halfway through the third quarter.
Bring up a 3rd and 15 from the 10-yard line here against the Cardinals. 2 receivers to the right. Adler Miller in the backfield with McAfee looking to pass. Looking deep for Miller. Incomplete, just over his outstretched hands.
McAfee's pass intended for Miller. Falls incomplete. There's a flag in the backfield.
A flag, though, down in the backfield, and I think they might get a penalty here. I'm not certain on who. It's going to be a hold against North Andrew.
Of course, Albany's going to decline that one and take it to 4th down.
Remember that penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. That penalty is declined by the Warriors. It'll bring up a 4th and 15. Petty John Auto Center timeout taken. We'll be back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
5:46 left to play here in this third quarter. 4th and 15 from their own 10-yard line. And North Andrew looks like they're going to punt this one away, as it'll be Levi McAfee back. So maybe check out for a fake 2 just in case. But he is going to get this one away. Mercer almost blocks that one away, and it's going to take a Albany bounce out of bounds at the 25-yard line of North Andrew, and that is where the Warriors will start their next drive inside North Andrew territory at the North Andrew 25.
Thought for a minute Mercer was going to block that one, and if it went back through the end zone, it would have been another safety there for Albany, but that punt did not go very far, and it's going to be fantastic field position here for Albany.
5:41 left to play, 36-6, Albany ahead by 30. Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer with Mercer behind him. And a penalty flag flies here prior to the snap. And they're going to get a false start penalty called here against the Warriors. Remember, this penalty brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. This will push the Warriors back 5 yards, back to the North Andrew 30. Brings up a 1st and 15. Remember the Lady Warriors, who clinched the outright Grand River Conference West Championship, will be in action tomorrow at Mid-Buchanan at the Mid-Buchanan tournament. As this one a handoff to Mercer up the middle, and he's going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage and maybe give him about a yard there on the carry.
Tackled by Wilkie.
Put him down about the 29 or 28-yard line. They're going to give him 2 yards down to the 28, so bring up a 2nd and 13 here for the Warriors. And the Warriors will go for their 3rd tournament championship of the year out of the 3 that they've played so far. Take on North Platte and Odessa as the first 2 teams. This one, a play-action pass out to Carter Danner. He takes it inside the 20-yard line, taken down at the 19. There on the stop that time was Isaac Coates.
Play action continues to work here for Albany. It's 3rd down and 9 here, so we'll see here what the Warriors do on 3rd down, but they're close enough. It might be Ricardo territory here if they don't pick up this 1st down. We'll just have to see what they do.
So 3rd and 9 from the 19-yard line. Carter Danner to the right of his quarterback, Palmer. Fakes the handoff. Palmer keeps it himself. He's going to be wrapped up, and he's down at the 19-yard line.
Met in the backfield by several Cardinals.
So to bring up now a 4th and 9, and the Warriors have a decision to make here. Just past the 20-yard line down to the 18.
Looks like play call is maybe going to come in here.
Looks like Warriors are deciding what they're going to run here. They're going to run in Zayden Palmer here with Jace Palmer, as Jared Owens will come out on a 4th and 8 here from the 18-yard line. Zayden Palmer, Will Fish, and Cutter Peterson lined up wide out to the left. In the backfield, Jace Palmer with Elliott Mercer, and a penalty flag flies prior to the snap.
Pre-snap flag on the play.
And the flag is going to be a false start called here against the Warriors.
Yeah, that whole thing had to be rushed. It was just a little bit too long to set that one up, and now Owens comes on the field. Will Fish out.
Remember that penalty flag brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. 4th and 13, and the Warriors are going to call a timeout here with 3:15 left to play here in the third. And we'll be back with more when we come back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Petty John Auto Center in Bethany and Albany is a proud sponsor of Albany TV. Petty John's is your local Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. For new and used vehicles, certified service, and collision center, visit pettyjohnauto.com.
3:15 remains here in the third quarter. Warriors up by 30, 36-6. That's a 4th and 13 from the 23-yard line. Wide out to the left is going to be Mercer. To the right will be Owens and Danner. Jace Palmer will take the snap. Looking on the screen, and the pass is going to be behind Elliott Mercer on the screen as it falls incomplete. And the Warriors will turn the ball over on downs.
Well, first stop there by North Andrew on defense, and got to be honest, with the Warriors' good field position, it was like the 25-yard line they were starting on, and really didn't see that coming. They've been able to do pretty much whatever they wanted on offense there, so nice job there by North Andrew to keep Albany off the board.
36-6, Albany is still ahead by 30 with 3:13 left to play here in the third quarter. McAfee, high snap again. Looking to pass, looking deep for Hill, and overthrown as the pass will fall incomplete.
McAfee's long pass intended for Hill falls incomplete.
Well, that was a bomb deep down the field, but they just couldn't quite connect again. It was a little bit overthrown once again.
Just gotten another update from Pattonsburg. King City not having a very good first half. Ryder Sample now out with a leg injury for the Wildcats as they trail Pattonsburg 30-28 at the half. And now the Wildcats with two of their big offensive powers in Sample and Carlson. 3:06 left here in the third quarter. High snap. McAfee catches it on the run, and he's going to break out to the outside, and he's going to make something out of nothing as he picks up about a yard there on the play.
Yeah, all the Warriors kind of sold all the way out there, right up the middle, and McAfee was able to kind of outrun them to the edge and, like you said, make something out of nothing there.
Picks up maybe about a yard on the play to about the 24-yard line.
Not a whole lot in terms of a gain there, but it could have been a lot worse.
So brings up now a 3rd and 9. I formation with McAfee now going underneath center for the Cardinals. Looking to hand this one off to Jacob Hill, wrapped up and thrown down by Cutter Peterson. And it'll bring up 4th down here for the Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals just couldn't quite take that momentum from the turnover on downs they forced on Albany. Couldn't get anything going on offense. And credit to the Warrior defense, they completely shut down this North Andrew offense since that first drive in the game. And then they got that interception, and it seems like since that interception, North Andrew hasn't been able to do anything.
So 2:24 left to play here in this third quarter as McAfee will punt this one away. It'll take a North Andrew bounce inside the 15-yard line, rolls to a dead stop at about the 13. And that is where Albany will take over on downs. So Albany will start on their own 12-yard line. And the only time that they have been stopped on any of their possessions was on their last drive, in which they started on the North Andrew 25-yard line.
Yeah, that was the best field position they had all game, and they couldn't get in the end zone. So just kind of funny how things work out sometimes.
Danner will motion to the right of his quarterback in Jace Palmer. Palmer will take the snap, fakes the handoff to Danner, keeps it himself, rushes up the middle. Now trying to bounce it to the outside on the far sideline. And Palmer still on his feet, and he's going to be pulled down from behind. A horse collar tackle by Isaac Coates, and a penalty flag will fly.
Oh, man, you hope Palmer's okay. He took kind of an awkward fall there. It looks like he's all right.
And remember, a couple of years ago, that's about the same way that Linville got hurt for the Cardinals against the Warriors. That was down to the North Andrew 27-yard line. The personal foul horse collar is going to give the Warriors even better field position. So remember, this penalty brought to you by San Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty, and gives the Warriors a Smith Prudential Financial first down all the way into the 15-yard line down to about the 12.
Yeah, I mean, that was an awkward fall by Palmer. Not only does it kind of hurt the back, but he kind of rolled up onto his leg there too. So, but again, looks like he's all right.
So 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line here for the Warriors. 1:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer, and Danner takes this one up the middle, takes it towards the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Warriors.
Yeah, when we go through the stats at the end of this game, the Warrior rushing attack is it's going to be lit up there in the box score.
So far on the night, 32 carries, 298 yards on the ground for the Warriors, with 1:23 still left to play here in the third. Warriors will go for the extra point.
And they've been spreading the wealth, too. It's been all three guys.
Kopf on the extra point. Snap is good. Kick is good as well. 43-6. Warriors lead. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent St. Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
And welcome back out again here to Rosendale as the Warriors now lead 43-6 with 1:23 left here in the third. Ricardo Kopf set to kick off for the Warriors. Start of the third quarter, Pattonsburg leading by 2 over King City. Wildcats without Sample and Carlson as this one kicked out of the back of the end zone for another touchback.
Cardinals, first down and 10 from their own 15.
Minute 23 left here in the third quarter, and North Andrew really having a hard time here on offense. Like I said, since that interception there early in the game, they really haven't been able to get anything going. They were knocking on the door right there, and Albany, it just seemed like kind of slammed the door on them from that moment. So trying to get something going here on offense.
So it'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 15 for the Cardinals.
For Albany, they got to have a lot of confidence right now.
McAfee will go underneath center in the I formation for the Cardinals. Trying to get away, and he's going to be wrapped up and thrown down by Cutter Peterson. It'll be a loss of about 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, the defensive line has completely taken over this one here for Albany. McAfee, again, tried that delayed run that he's been doing all game, and Cutter Peterson was right there immediately to bring him down.
2nd and 12 upcoming from the Cardinal 13-yard line. And Porter Runnels, Cutter Peterson, Elliott Mercer, Jay Anthony have really kind of taken over here on defense here the past couple of drives. McAfee again. Hands this one off to Hill. Misses out of a tackle, and he's going to rush out of bounds on the near sideline, and it's going to depend where they spot him, if it's going to be close enough for a first down or not. And they're going to go ahead and give him a first down to the 25-yard line, a gain of 12 on the carry that time for Hill. It's enough for a Smith Prudential Financial first down.
For the Cardinals from their own 24.
Remember to keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396. As the quarter ends, North Andrew will start out with the football to start out the 4th quarter. When we come back in a moment, they trail Albany 43-6 here in Rosendale on Albany TV.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. As we start the 4th quarter, McAfee looks deep, finds his man, and it is Isaac Coates who's going to take this one in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Those have been there for North Andrew, but they just haven't been able to connect on them, and there they finally connected on one, and North Andrew's wishing they could have got that going sooner because now they trail by 31, but 2-point conversion pending, it might be 29.
So 2-point conversion upcoming here for the Cardinals. Got another update on Ryder Sample. Apparently just cramped, so he will be back in the ball game for the Wildcats, and that is good news for King City fans.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I formation, McAfee hands this one off, making his way into the end zone. Kellen Wilkie on the 2-point conversion. And it is now a 43-14 lead here for Albany. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson Real Estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. 43-14, 11:51 left in the 4th. We're back with more in a moment on Albany TV. Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. And welcome back out again here to Rosendale as Tyson Wilmus will kick off. Maybe expect here. I take that back. Now kicking off is going to be, I believe it's going to be Silas Miller kicking off. Maybe expect an onside here from North Andrew, and that's what they're going to do. A little pooch kick recovered here by Seth Miller. He'll grab it and fall on it at the 38-yard line. That is where the Warriors will start their next drive.
Well, yeah, North Andrew there they're pretty desperate here to try and get extra possessions. They finally got something to go their way on offense, but now they're giving the Warriors good field position. Going to need a stop here on this drive, and probably 3 and out. 11:50 left in the game. They got to move quickly here, still trailing by 29.
Wide out to the left is going to be Owens. To the left of his quarterback, Palmer, will be Danner with Mercer behind Palmer. Mercer takes the handoff, bounces it to the outside of the far sideline. He's still in bounds, and they're going to mark him out just past the 20-yard line as Jacob Hill just able to push him out of bounds down to the 19-yard line. But it is going to be enough for another Albany Warriors Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Yeah, that's what you expect from the Warriors here at this stage in the game. They're going to run the ball. Of course, if a touchdown is available, they will take it. But the clock is their friend right now, and they want that thing to run.
So a 1st and 10, and Mercer takes this one in the end zone. That's a Warrior touchdown. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you let your United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons' 5th touchdown on the ground tonight for Mercer as he's a yard shy of 100 on the night. Warriors again will go for the extra point. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you let your United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Low snap picked up by Palmer. This one is going to be blocked.
Yeah, not quite the high trajectory there. That's the first kick that he's missed.
We'll be back with 11:36 left in the fourth. 49-14, Albany with the lead. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany.
11:36 still left to play here in the fourth quarter. Warriors lead 49-14 as they make a quick answer to the Cardinal score. As Kampf again will kick off. Back to receive again, Jacob Hill and Adler Miller. They've yet to have an opportunity to return one. This one will be able to be returned as Hill picks it up at his own 8-yard line. He's going to be wrapped up by Zayden Palmer and thrown out of bounds across the 15-yard line down to the 17. And that will be the best field position that the Cardinals have had off the kickoff so far tonight. So 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line here for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that touchdown by Albany really had to suck the wind out of the sails of a little bit of North Andrew. They finally got a touchdown, and Albany just scores again with ease.
Clock continues to run here with 10:49 left here in the fourth. Handoff to Hill. Almost lost it off the handoff. Breaks out of one tackle, and then Jay Anthony able to trip him up as he crosses the 20-yard line down about the 23. And Hill a little slow to get up after that tackle.
Anthony on the tackle. Brought down after 6-yard gain.
So down to the 23. It'll bring up now a 2nd and 4 here for North Andrew. High formation with McAfee underneath center. Hill on the carry again, trying to bounce it to the outside, wrapped up and taken down. There on the stop, Jared Owens and Jay Anthony picking up about a yard on the carry. That time is Hill. Brings up now a 3rd and 4. Or 3rd and 3, sorry. Third and 3 from the 24. They need the 27 for a first down. 9:40 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Warriors looking for their first win here in the Grand River Conference West this season, their second win of the season, and first since week number 1 over DeKalb. I formation. McAfee underneath center, trying to get the Warriors to jump off sides. Finally snaps it, hand off to Hill. Again, bounce to the outside, and he's going to be wrapped up after picking up short yards. There on the stop that time for the Warriors is Carter Danner. Also there on the stop, Porter Runnels.
Yeah, not going to be enough for the first down, but it is late enough in the game here, and they are close enough. They probably could go for it earlier in the game. They might not because they are in their own territory, but at this point they need points. So
4th and 1, Shea Miller will come on. Jace Palmer will come off on this expected short yardage play here for the Cardinals. And I think North Andrew's going to let this one run down a little bit before they take a timeout. Here with 8:35 left. And a timeout will be called here by the Cardinals with 8:29 left here in the fourth quarter. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop where small town charm blooms every day. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue.
And this time McAfee looking to pass, looking deep for Coates, and knocked away at the last moment there by Carter Danner.
Well, almost another deep shot there caught by Isaac Coates, but 3 Warriors there. All got their hands up and kind of deflected that one, and Coates could not come away with it.
Turnover on downs gives the Warriors the football on the North Andrew 26-yard line. Elliot Mercer going to come off, at least for this first play, probably done for the night. He's had a heck of a night for the Warriors. 5 touchdowns on the ground tonight for Elliot Mercer and the Warriors. Again, continuous clock here as the Warriors up 49-14. One receiver out wide to the left is going to be Jared Owens. Taking the snap, or handoff this time is going to be Gavin Pickering, and he's going to pick up about a yard there on the play out to the 25-yard line.
First carry of the game for Gavin Pickering, and had a little bit of space to run there, but quickly closed up and got pushed back after gaining a yard.
Brings up now a 2nd and 9. Warriors trying to eat up as much clock as they can here. Up 35 now, underneath 7 minutes left to play here in the ball game. With the play clock not working tonight, Warriors kind of have to guess on how much time is left, as Palmer going to keep this one himself, and he's going to pick up a yard on the play. Brings up now a 3rd and 8.
And these short gains really aren't the worst thing in the world here. Warriors, of course, they still want to keep getting points, still want to keep scoring, but as long as they can keep this clock running, they will be well on their way to victory here. Under 6.5 minutes now to go.
3rd and 8 from the Cardinal 24-yard line upcoming here for the Warriors. Palmer will take the snap in the shotgun with Danner motioning now to his right. Fakes the handoff to Danner. Palmer going to keep this one himself. Breaks free. Spins out of the tackle. Makes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
Yeah, pretty much seals this game, and also pretty much seals that this was Jace Palmer's best game at quarterback so far. He's having a heck of a game on the ground.
13 carries, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns on the night for the senior. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons, as Kopf again will go for the extra point. He missed the last one as North Andrews able to come through and block it after the low snap. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. 56-0, or 56-14 now. Albany leads here over North Andrew. 5:59 left to play here in the fourth quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. Nothing hits the spot like fresh, delicious food from Big A Bistro in Albany. From juicy burgers and loaded sandwiches to daily specials and sweet treats, there's something for everyone. Wash it down with an alligator ice, a cold drink, or ice cream, and you've got the perfect meal. Lunch, dinner, or dessert, make it Big A Bistro on 136 in Albany. And guess what? They're open late tonight after the game. So sack your hunger tonight at Big A Bistro. Big taste, big smiles, Big A Bistro. Welcome back out again here to Rosendale. Remember, Big A Bistro staying open late tonight after the game. So go sack your hunger at Big A Bistro tonight as Ricardo Kopf set to kick off yet again. Only one has not been a touchback. And that one will bounce inside the 5-yard line, then into the end zone for a touchback. And North Andrew will start again at their own 15-yard line. Giving you another update on the game going on over in Pattonsburg after a failed conversion attempt. Pattonsburg leads over King City 36-28, 4:23 left to play in the third quarter over in Pattonsburg. As expected, that game won't be over till around about 10 o'clock or later.
Yeah, I mean, that game is looking like it's living up to the hype. One possession game late in the third quarter. It looks like we might be in for a photo finish with that one.
5:59 left to play here in the fourth. McAfee underneath center. Takes this one, hands it off here to Kellen Wilkie, and he'll rush out for 5 yards down to the 20-yard line.
5 minutes and 50 seconds to go here, 56-14, and it looks like the Warriors have this one pretty well in hand. Looks like we're going to have an official's timeout here, though.
Official's timeout. This timeout brought to you by Petty John Auto Center. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Back with more in a moment.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Clock continues to run now here, 56-14 left here in this ball game. Albany with the lead, looking to try and get their second win here of the season. Looking to move to 2-4 and pick up their first win in Grand River Conference West play. McAfee handing this one off. Again, it's Wilkie. He got hit in the backfield. Initially hit his own blocker, Tyson Wilmus, and then taken down for about a loss of about a half a yard. Brings up a 3rd and 5. Underneath 4:45 left to play here in the ball game.
We can see Zayden Palmer and Landon Hawkins warming up on the sideline. Got to expect next time the Warriors come out on offense, we're going to get to see some JV guys for a couple of minutes.
Warriors will have JV here on Monday night, taking on Platte Valley. McAfee keeps this one himself, rushes out, and is going to be at the first down yard marker, gain of 5. And will bring up a first down. This first down brought to you by Smith Prudential Financial. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services at 660-726-3396.
Well, first down there for North Andrew. It's going to extend this drive a little bit here. So if we do get to see JV on offense, it's not going to be very long. Already under 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
As I was saying, the JV game will be, I said, against Platte Valley here in Rosendale on Monday. As Platte Valley will come up to take on the Warriors JV team, as the middle school team for the Warriors will take on North Andrew. And now we're going to have a late hit called here against the Warriors, as Miller got thrown down there by Cutter Peterson after about a short 2-yard pickup. His penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. So penalty against the defense is going to be a personal foul. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's going to give North Andrew a Smith Prudential Financial first down into Albany territory, down to, looks to be about the 38.
You can see Coach Fountain call Peterson over, gave him a little bit of a talking to before sending him back out.
Well, the big thing is if he gets another one, he will be ejected from this game and from the next one, and the Warriors will need him next week for homecoming against Princeton at home, as McAfee rushes this one across the 35-yard line down to about the 33, as McAfee slow to get up and limps towards the sideline.
Yeah, that's not something North Andrew fans want to see. I think both teams are just wanting to wind this clock down, get out of here with everything intact.
And now you see Cutter Peterson come off the field here.
A couple of guys from the North Andrew sideline come on as well. I think we're maybe starting to see a little bit of JV guys trickle in. Still not the whole JV units yet, but some guys are starting to get in here.
That's a checking in that time for Cutter Peterson was Caden Smith. As McAfee looking to pass, finds Coates, and he's going to bring this one down right around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I think, again, those have been there for North Andrew, and they're just wishing they could have seen this a little bit sooner, as another nice catch there by Isaac Coates down the field.
Remember, that's another Smith Prudential Financial first down. Keep your money moving toward retirement with Smith Prudential Financial Services. First and goal from the 10-yard line here for the Cardinals. They trail 56-14 underneath 2 minutes left to play here in the ball game. McAfee hands this one off to Wilkie. And he's going to be wrapped up and taken down inside the 10-yard line down to around the 5. A gain of 5 on the play brings up a second and goal from the 5.
Now Elliott Mercer off the field, as well as Zayden Wood on the defensive end.
McAfee hands this one off to Wilkie up the middle, spins out of one tackle, finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Wilkie, the ball carrier, spins into the end zone for the Cardinals.
Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Clock will stop at 1:13 left here in the ball game, 56-20. McAfee alone in the backfield will take the snap, rolls out to his right, looking for the end zone. Reaching into the end zone is Coates. 2-point conversion is good. And it's a 56-22 lead here for the Warriors with 1:13 left in the fourth. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today.
1:13 left here in the ball game. Another update after 3 quarters of play. It is now Pattonsburg with the lead here over King City, 36-28. And that is now heading to the fourth quarter over in Pattonsburg. Here in Rosendale, 1:13 left in the ball game. Kicking off again is going to be Tyson Wilmus. He'll kick this one out of bounds. And did not get much length on that one either. as the Warriors are going to get good field position yet again. Remember, this penalty flag brought to you by Sand Phillips and Shelter Insurance, where your auto, home, and life coverage is not a penalty. Trying to figure out where the ball went out of bounds and where the Warriors are going to start with it. Looks like the Warriors are going to start on their own 35-yard line. That might even be a generous spot. I think they might have been able to go closer to about the 50. So 1:13 left here in the ball game. Warriors ahead, 56-22, and they're going to bring out, looks like their starting offense here.
Yeah, not a whole lot of time left in the game. Probably going to let the starters knee this one out.
They need one more offensive lineman, I believe. As Cutter Peterson's going to come back out on the field as Warriors trying to play with just one guard. Now they've got them both out there. Carter Danner to the left of his quarterback, Palmer. Danner on the carry, takes this one up the middle and is going to kneel as he gets to midfield. Picks up 5 yards on the play.
Gains 4 on the play.
I said with the score getting down inside 35 points, the running clock stopped. So the Warriors pick up 4 yards and kneel it to keep the clock running again, now down to 47 seconds. Again, handoff to Danner. And again, rushes up for about 2 or 3 yards and kneels it down. Down to the 38-yard line.
Smith there for the tackle.
Gained about 3 on the time there by Danner. Brings up now 3rd and long, or about 3rd and 4 here. So 20 seconds remain here in the ball game. And the Warriors are probably just going to kneel this last one out and come away with the victory, 56-22 here over the Cardinals. They might not even have to take another snap. And it does not look like they're going to take a timeout here with I think they're trying to bring out 2 seconds left on the clock as the Warriors are going to take a timeout, and the Warriors are going to bring on Ricardo Kampf. Thing you've been looking forward to all night, Brett. Warriors are going to try and kick
Timeout was called with 3 seconds left to go.
what is going to be a 50. Let's see. We got 40, 10, your 50. Looks like it's the 35-yard line. Looks like it's going to be about a 55-yard field goal attempt here by Ricardo Kampf.
Well, we'll see here. He's got quite the leg. We'll see here if he can keep it straight.
So a 55-yard field goal attempt upcoming to end the game. And Warriors lead 56-22. Coach Fountain went over and talked to Coach Williams of North Andrew and said, hey, we called timeout with 3 seconds left. We're going to let this kid try this and see what happens. So again, holding is going to be Jace Palmer on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Ricardo Kampf, it's just short as the field goal misses just short. But that one probably good from 50, not good from 55, as that will end the ball game as the Warriors win 56-22. We're back with the BTC Bank postgame. Tonight's winner, Circle Player of the Game, when we come back in a moment.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Every
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winner's Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as the Warriors win 56-22. They move to 2-4 on the season, and they pick up their first win in Grand River Conference play. Take a look at the stats tonight for the Warriors. But before we do that, remember tonight's postgame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. Passing on the night tonight, Jace Palmer 3 for 9 for 26 yards. 4 for 9 for 26 yards. Receiving tonight, Carter Danner, 2 catches for 23 yards. Will Fish, 2 catches for 17 yards. Rushing on the night tonight, Jace Palmer, 13 carries, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns. Elliott Mercer, 17 carries, 99 yards, 5 touchdowns. Carter Danner, 8 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. Gavin Pickering, 1 carry for 1 yard. Passing tonight for North Andrew, Levi McAfee, 10 for 22 through the air for 216 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Receiving on the night, Isaac Coates, 5 catches, 149 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jacob Hill, 3 catches for 51 yards. Adler Miller, 1 catch for 13 yards. Rushing on the night tonight, Jacob Hill, 8 carries for 29 yards. Levi McAfee, 14 carries for 21 yards. Kellen Wilkie, 4 carries for 15 yards and a touchdown. Adler Miller, 6 carries for 14 yards on the night. For the Warriors tonight, 39 carries on the night, 332 yards, 4 for 11 through the air for 40 yards, as opposed to North Andrew, 9 for 24 through the air for 213, 33 carries on the night for 82 yards tonight for the Cardinals.
Yeah, it was a great win once again for the Warriors. Like we were saying all night, they were really able to kind of do whatever they wanted, especially in the run game, like you alluded to. And the best part of it was that Elliott Mercer didn't have to carry all of the burden. It was a lot of Jace Palmer as well. Carter Danner had some nice runs as well. And then credit to the Warrior defense, too. I mean, they really shut things down after that interception they got in the red zone. So credit to them. It was a good game. Hopefully a little bit of confidence restored in them. Now 2-4, first win in conference, so that's good, especially for Jace Palmer at the quarterback position. He had a couple of rough games, and to have a game like he had tonight, really good to see that from him.
Well, the other thing, Warriors win the turnover battle tonight. They fumbled it once, but were able to recover it. That was early in the ball game, and then had the interception against Levi McAfee, so the Warriors able to win the turnover battle tonight. They also win the battle on the scoreboard 56-22. And Brett, there are quite a few people deserving of this Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the game tonight. I mean, Ricardo Kampf was really good in the extra points, just short on a 55-yard field goal to end the game. Elliott Mercer, 5 touchdowns. Jace Palmer, 2 touchdowns. Carter Danner, a touchdown in the night as well. You had Porter Runnels came out in the start of the second half, really made like 3 plays in that first drive for North Andrew, including the safety, and really played good defense. Offensive, defensive line played great tonight. But I think we're both in unison on picking tonight's player of the game. It was somebody that's kind of had some rough games the past couple of weeks. He kind of came back tonight and really kind of showed what he can do. And it's the senior Jace Palmer, 13 carries, 194 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the game.
Yeah, he's had a couple of rough games, like you said, but it's been universal across the whole team. I mean, it's been a rough couple of weeks for everybody. So it was good. It was good to see him really light things up on the ground. Especially you want your quarterback to have a lot of confidence. So it was good to see him get involved in the running game. And hopefully we can see more of that going forward, because that would make this offense that much more dynamic if he can light things up like he did tonight.
Remember, the Warriors back at home for homecoming next week as they take on Princeton. I'd like to thank our sponsors, help you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, with locations in Bethany and Albany, Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Home Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential, along with United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls, Briar Patch and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany. Johnson Controls, Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC. JC Designs just off the square in Albany. B&B Barbecue on 136 in Albany. Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany. Shadowfax on 136 in Albany. Brown Plumbing in Albany. Deb's Dinky Diner in Albany. The City of Albany. Big A Bistro in Albany. Remember, they're open late tonight. Go visit them after the game. Williams Construction, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany North Andrews School Districts, and the Printery New Shop are located in Albany. Remember, Warriors at home next week, Friday, for homecoming. Softball on the road on tomorrow at the Mid-Buchanan Tournament. On the road all next week. Monday at Trenton, Tuesday at Maysville, Thursday at Milan. And then on Saturday, they will be in Princeton for their tournament next week, Thursday. So check out our Albany TV guide next week. We'll do coronation on Wednesday following the variety show. We'll have the parade on Friday afternoon. And then the homecoming football game will be all that we'll have for you on Albany TV next week. Again, for myself, Jared Rolfes, color analyst and cameraman for the evening, Brett Williams. So long and good night tonight from Rosendale.